That napalm was perfect. Look at the destruction left from that. Wow. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one, I want to do something a little bit different. So what I've done is I've set up what is basically a revenge scenario for the Belgians, because in the last video we used the East Germans to beat up the Belgians. This time around we're going to be playing as the Belgians, taking the fight to the East Germans. And what I've done is I've set up an attack game mode, which I can actually play on master difficulty, I noticed, and we're going to keep things on high lethality because that was a lot of fun. So I've chosen the 17th Armoured Brigade of the Belgians. They get access to Leopards, Leopard 1Bes, the AIFVs with Fusiliers, they get M109s, Gepards, Scimitars, and their reinforcements look something like this, where we get access to potentially 2 A1s. There's also more M109s available, M113 mortars, more Mirages with different payloads. So we get napalm at the start and an artillery strike, but we can add to that with bombs, cluster bombs. We can even get artillery DPICM, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, I've set up the Defender as the East Germans. You can't pick a specific unit for them. It's just going to be the East Germans in general, so we're going to get an overall revenge against them. And I've set the map to random, and the time of day is random as well. So let's see how we get on. It's going to be a runway attack. Interesting. I don't know how difficult this is going to be. It could be extremely difficult with the amount of reinforcements that could potentially come in. Alright. This is a classic map, isn't it? So, I'm thinking I would like to somehow get a flank in, but I think we've got to go straight through Alpha. And then potentially we just go to Echo and then in from the side over to Charlie. Or we could just like frontal assault it. If I have the Scimitar in a good position here, we can likely spot a lot of enemy forces and use artillery to beat them down. Since we are using an armoured unit as well with lots of these Leopard 1BEs, maybe an open range engagement is not such a bad idea. Especially since this is quite an open map, and we can always use the Fusiliers in any of these covered areas as we go. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay, let's bring in the M109s and all the Leopards. And of course the Scimitar and the Gepard. That's going to be everything we can bring in at the start. The Scimitar can move ahead. We can move the Leopard 1Bs into wider formation and have the Gepards nearby. The M109s can be on group 1. And we'll be ready to engage any enemy forces we find. We're currently taking out reinforcements slowly but surely. As soon as we are able, I think I might bring in the 3rd Leopard group. Actually, there is some fortifications here. Barbed wire we're going to have to get rid of. So let's bring up some infantry that can help out with that. I think the Scimitar might be able to help with that too. Those are BMP 1s with Schutzen. Let's make sure we're arting them. There is a unit on the right here that's firing HMs as well. It doesn't look like these will last too long though, honestly. Let's move the Scimitar forwards, we might be able to spot that unit. It is a BRDM, that's going to go down very fast indeed. Alright, let's try and get rid of some of these fortifications so that we can get into Alpha. Well, that's actually going to be a Shilka, right? Got to be careful here because this Scimitar is suffering from lack of cover due to taking care of this barbed wire. That artillery coming in on us is not very good. We'll get the AAFVs loaded up and skirt around this, I think, rather than trying to break it down. I just thought I would break it down because it would make it a lot easier to advance reinforcements up this road. Let's keep firing at those, please. We'll let these Fusiliers have a go at clearing this out. Engineers would be the best to do this, but we don't have engineers. Move my M109s. Get the scimitars back in as well. New task force in 5 seconds. Good, alright, we took care of that.
New task force available.
I could Mirage Napalm this. And we have a new task force. So if we're going to be focusing in the open, the 2A1s would be the right way to go, for sure. The other way we could look at it is if we get our air support up earlier on. But I don't think these infantry units are going to be too helpful. Like, personally, I think Leopard 2A1s for our first one, M109s for maybe our second one. Although this recon group with an M109, M113 and area recon could be really handy. Let's go for this one first. We already took care of those. The napalm was a bit of a waste, but tactical support does come pretty quickly. Ooh, a flanking shot. A unit over there somewhere. It's right on the edge. Okay. Well, hopefully I can move in the 1BEs from this side. I'm just going to keep having these Fusiliers clear out all of this, because it's going to be in the way of our reinforcements the entire time otherwise. Let's move the scimitar forwards. Time to keep moving. I'm gonna artillery strike here with the tactical support. We've got 3 to 5 platoons counter-attacking. That's huge. Alright, let's bring up the Leopards with the HQ buff. That will help the other Leopards be a lot stronger. And also, it's a 6 tank unit. So these ones are 4 tanks per, which you can see by the pips above the icon. Whereas this one has 6 available in it. Significantly more firepower. The Fusiliers have almost dealt with this last bit. We will area recon, say, here. It's probably going to be units on the left that we're going to worry about. But this gives us some good targets for our artillery. I'm almost tempted to wait until the reinforcements arrive and then counterattack. Also, I don't think we should attack directly towards them across the open here. If I can get up onto this ridge and then fire down on them, that would be better. We'll bring in the Spartans with voltages. They can help the AAFBs with Fusiliers take this hill for us. The nice thing about the voltages is they do get a Carl Gustav instead of the standard M72 law that the Fusiliers have.
New task force available.
I'm just going to keep firing there. The task force is available. I don't need more artillery. We'll go for the Leopard 2A1s now for sure. I'll start shifting everything over to the left. I'll leave the scimitar here. Right, let's let these unload and push through here. Keep the Gepard close just in case enemy aircraft come in. And we'll start moving the scimitar up. I have a feeling that they might just try and retake Alpha. Let's bring in some Fusiliers that can sort of skirt around here and set up defensively in that town. I'm hoping that that preemptive artillery on the defences there helped out a lot. We'll put the scimitar onto hold fire so it doesn't reveal itself. And then as soon as we can, we'll engage enemy forces. And those voltages really didn't do too great. Let's just keep these pushing forwards. Those are some elite tanks on the defense there, but we did manage to wipe them pretty successfully. Bring over the supply here, I think, would be a good idea. We're going to get napalm on the Schutzen. That's good. That will take care of them nicely. Gepard will save us from the Su-22s. Right, these can just push forwards and we'll repair the other ones. We made short work of those defences. Let's just get the Fusiliers nice and dug in here at Alpha. Bring over more Leopards. Although I do want another M109 at some point. These must be the reinforcements. Let's keep the Leopards alive. The leader Leopards. These are ready to go again. We'll put these sort of deep in the town, I guess. Ah, there's a unit right there. I'll bring in the Spartans with voltages again, and we'll go and hunt down those tanks at close range. Make sure we're engaging these ones out in the open. Big hits, big hits. That's what we like to see. Where's that Ace Gem firing from?
New task force available.
Let's get some Leopard 1Bs and 2A1s in. And then BMP 1Ps, okay. I don't know if that napalm's close enough to actually do significant damage to us, but we're not going to sit on it. And those voltages have a job to do. Let's napalm these. How many 1Bs we got left? Okay, that's got to go. And they got destroyed very quickly. High lethality there, catching me out. But yeah, those C units will get napalmed and taken care of. We're going to have to take care of those eventually anyway, because they're going to stop me from attacking like Delta and Echo, because they'll be firing back towards us. I'll put more artillery on the T-55s. The Belgian Leopards have turned up. Wipe out the BMPs. Good stuff. Alright, let's go capture Charlie, capture Bravo. Get the Gepard further down. Good stuff. Alright, making progress. We'll use an artillery strike there, just to help pin down these two. These Leopard 2A1s doing exceptionally well. Let's just fix those up. Still got these on return fire just so they don't, or hold fire so they don't reveal themselves as we move forwards. Keeping them alive is super important. Let's bring back in the Leos with the high veterancy. And I think next we'll bring in the Leopard 2A1s, get the second squad of 2A1s in. I guess they might as well be firing at this point.
Zone captured.
Can we maybe just go, we'll go deeper into the town there. This is obviously reinforcements coming up. Those leopards on the ridge actually have shots on them, so that's good. I will area recon over here. That's a lot of defenses. Let's get the next set of M109s in. Start firing at all of these. I think we're just going to have to clean them out line by line. Because if I go to, say, swing round behind Delta or behind Echo, we're just going to get shot by all the defenses here anyway. Not really like a good... Unless I, at the start, went all the way around like this. I think hitting this head-on was the play anyway. Let's put this one on group 2. And we'll try and repair these 2A1s a little bit. But this 1B8, they should probably leave. That being said, there was still 3 out of 4, so we probably could have tried to repair them. Still got plenty of napalm to use. And this unit hasn't really been needed. I'm gonna start bringing it out in the open. Oh, my scimitar got killed, didn't it? We're gonna need recon. Let's get the last task force to be a recon. Recon task force, Striker, Scorpion, Voltages. Or we can get this one, which Scimitar, Spartans, Gepards. I think this one would probably be more useful. Let's I was gonna say throw napalm up here. I guess it's fine.
Zone captured.
We can artillery DPICM these guys. Let's get the semis in. Get the Leopard 1B in. There we go, the DPICM hitting nicely. We've only got 9 minutes 30 left. So a little bit of a time constraint here. Bring up some more Spartans with voltages for Charlie. Okay, once the recon arrives, we'll be in much better shape. I'll let the M109 leave. Let's bring this one a little bit closer so it's a bit more accurate. This one can leave or replace it. Right, onwards we go. Maybe my artillery wiped out most of the stuff on the right there. God, the scimitars is like all of a sudden going under so much fire. Okay, good. Let's have the scimitar just go and capture Echo for us. We'll have the Leopard 1Bs move in here. These can just fall back and we can get them repaired.
Zone captured.
These two can continue through. Good. More tanks over there. Although those are only T-55s, and the scimitars are actually ruining them. Wow. I guess that 30 melt doing the job. Okay, with that done, let's go ahead and get these all ready to push into Hotel. Get that scimitar back online. Keep the Gepard nearby. We got a decent amount of tactical support to work with. Alright, there's the next line.
Zone captured.
Get the scimitar to roll up with us. Leopards are nice and healthy again. Oh, we're being shot from the ridge as well. Let's make sure these don't get stopped by that. We use the last of the supply to try and fix these as much as possible. Good.
5 minutes.
Right, let's carry on. We have a great amount of forces in position now. Those Gepards are going to want to run away from those though.
Zone lost.
Oh, I lost Alpha on the backside. Interesting. We'll bring up my infantry reserves to go and deal with that. Big attack coming through. NAPALM, please. Artillery strike those. Napalm's going to be huge here. All those KDA burning. really don't have long to make this work, do we? That napalm was perfect. Look at the destruction left from that. Wow. We'll do artillery DPICM on the T-72s. Keep the artillery firing. Honestly, the Gepard helping us out here would be a good idea. Don't really have time to retreat any units, which is why I've been avoiding it. Spartan voltages here trying to take care of the KDA. They did manage to hold them off. Look at the battle scars of this bush. Very cool indeed. We're up to 500 points. It's tough.
Captured.
It's really tough. Not sure we're gonna reach the 1,000. That's for sure. Unless we were able to completely break Hotel, Foxtrot and Golf. I think the frontal assault is generally the best way to play this out. I maybe could have been a bit more liberal with my use of the tactical aid. Maybe that would have helped out a lot more. There's still another entire defensive line to break through if we wanted to get to the last objective. Well, there is AA there. Those aren't going to be getting through. Alright. Well, it appears as though we did our best, but it was not enough to capture the entire airfield in one go. On master difficulty, this has been extremely hard.
Objective completed.
So, it seems as though the interesting thing about this game mode is it was technically a victory. It's just you're kind of playing against yourself and how well you can do. Now, kills and losses. 121 kills, 84 losses. Kill-loss ratio doesn't quite seem right there. Especially since we only lost 125 and they lost 228. Like in terms of kills and losses, we did pretty well. And I think we played it okay with the use of the M109s. The M109s weren't as effective as I thought they would be, though. The tactical aid was certainly more useful, particularly that lovely napalm strike at the end there onto the poor KDA Schützen. That was fun. I enjoyed that. It's nice to have a bigger challenge. And honestly, this might be something I come back to, doing like another master difficulty battle on the skirmish attack. and see if we can do better than we have done before. Yeah, I like the idea of that. But that's it for now. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.